Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And Miami making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Now here's Whiteside. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. With the fadeaway. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And the Heat with some changes. Amari Stoudemire, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. The Lakers also making some changes. Bass comes in for Roy Hibbert, and it's Williams in for Jordan Clarkson. Here's Dragic. 6 points for him. Johnson for 3, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Kobe kicks to Bass. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. From deep, Richardson, and the Heat, another 3. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. Williams inside the line.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going. You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And the shot is good. 8 points for Goran Dragic.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Stoudemire. Finished off the break.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist. And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff. And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
And finished off by Bass.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Winslow's shot is off. Lakers trail by 14. And finished off by Bass.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
So as we end the first quarter. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment.
I was obsessed with the NBA.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
It's a great point, Kevin, and I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. And it's Richardson in at the point. Wade with it. He's picked up by Russell.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now, here's Wade. He's covered by Clarkson. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert.
That's his first personal foul.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Wade missing again.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
On the blocks last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks clogged by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
And it's Wade again missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closer. Here's Hibbert. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Outside Williams. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Clarkson up top. Wade is covering. Randall. And that one is hammered home.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
The drive by Russell. There's the dish to Clarkson. Outside Williams, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
And Miami making a change here. Nick Roberts is checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Ryan's checked in, and stolen by Richardson. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And here is Los Angeles now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, and it's good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The Heat leading by 4. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
It's good. This game is all even.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
The drive by Wade. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
A different look for Miami. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And it was a very public fallout out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. Said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
That's good. And now a three-point Laker lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Bryant gets a wide open look. Kobe can't get that one to fall.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the basket by Johnson. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Josh McRoberts. Here's Russell, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Dwayne Wade. Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Got a hand on it.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Lou Williams is checked in for Russell. Here's Bass. Johnson with the block. But they get it back. Bass dishes to Williams. Here's Kobe. Pass to Winslow. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Five seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Dragic, and it's Miami with another.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Bryant. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here. But no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really a good job to take